Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Are you kidding? My future on YouTube is great. I'll be hitting 100,000 by the time you hit 2K. Maybe that's because I'm prepared to play dirty, but YouTube is cutthroat, and I'm just playing the game. And welcome to the B-Movie Cast. My name is Sean Hannity, world-famous MSNBC correspondent, and world-famous side hustler is YouTuber Harrius Awesome. I'm today joined by my two illustrious co-hosts, Skyfall and the literal stick of Deodor Anthony, if you guys want to speak English.
Did we start?
Yeah, that's what this is.
Oh
Sky,
shit, hold on.
Yeah, no, Sky.
Oh, God
Please
damn
don't
it.
do this, Sky.
God fucking.
Sky.
Fucking dumb twink.
This is the worst podcast.
Yeah, you're the one
I'm
who
not turning it
joined.
off and
Okay.
turning it back on. This is sad.
I was
This is
like,
sad.
what?
This
I'm
is the
leaving the
saddest
cast.
moment of my life. Anyway, they're here, and if you probably worked this out by this point, but we also have special is probably an applicable adjective in more meanings than one, but we also have Lord Bung of the YouTube channel Lord Bung, and Hyojin of the YouTube of the Twitter account Hyojin. Hello.
No, Squizzy.
It's not-
Squizzy.
Good.
We also
It's
have
not,
Hyojin.
Can I correct you? Sorry, can I correct you there? It's not.
You can
Hyojin.
check out her Twitter at
It's not
Hyojin.
Hyojin. It's
At
Hyojin.
Hyojin. Link in the description.
Last time I checked, her @ was at HK_Asian.
Never
So-
talk to me again.
You know.
So, anyway,
All right,
Last-
we're derailing too soon, okay?
Yeah.
Last time we left off the podcast on a great note, even though we had some issues with Eli. That's dealt with. He's now gone.
Eli.
We-
So now we only have people on the podcast who love the B movie and know all about the B
Oh,
movie.
definitely. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. So I personally have watched the B movie many a time. So
yes.
I don't think we're gonna have any issues at all. I think this is
Jared
going to.
Bung, can I ask you a question? How many times have you guys watched the B movie podcast?
At least 9 times this morning.
Tons.
wow.
Yeah. I can't fucking.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's at least 3. Okay, awesome. So,
Fantastic.
as many age-old fans of the B movie cast will know, we actually managed to get up to the legendary "Bees don't care what humans think is impossible" line last time, before we decided to quit our jobs as Minecraft Let's Players and move to a Middle Eastern country. But now we're going to move on to the actual first scene of the film. So if everyone has the script open,
No,
well,
hold on.
Oh, you need to be more prepared. You're the fucking
You-
co-host of this
yeah,
podcast.
you're
Oh,
supposed
well,
to.
I didn't know we were fucking starting. Okay.
I
We
did
said,
the
like,
intro.
Wow,
seven
did you not
times.
get from the first 5 minutes when
I
you were
was
talking?
playing Overwatch. Okay.
You're
Well,
playing
honestly,
Overwatch.
I'm-
You're recording a podcast.
I'm just shocked you don't already have it open as something that you'd have in your everyday life, just on your wall.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's
that's
just,
why. That's why it's open now. It's
the
right
B movie
there.
script is my homepage. To be honest, it's also my screensaver and my phone's
It's
lock
also in
screen.
my will.
I just have to look through my previous Facebook messages of people who blocked me.
Yeah. You copy paste the B movie script.
I have it tattooed on my back, to be
The
honest.
entire B movie script, just in really small lettering. The entire script of the B movie.
Well, you look
Every
at it in
time
the
I
mirror
fuck-
and it's backwards.
Every time I fuck Deodor Anthony, it's right there. It's right there for the
Honestly.
glosso.
It's more of a treat for Sky than anything
word-
else.
He is tattooed onto his nipples.
We
You
are.
have to
That's
understand, we are devout apologists for the
just-
B movie.
just-
We enjoy it, and
to an
Absolutely.
almost obsessive extent.
I
Just to be
wouldn't
clear.
say it's obsessive. I think it's a reasonable response
Respectful.
once you really.
Respectful.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's
you
only
delve into those
respectful
ideas.
that I leave all of the assets in my estate to Jerry Seinfeld. So
course.
if we're absolutely, he can have all 5 of my subs. Okay,
Wait, you
right.
can legally do that?
Oh yeah, you can leave your subscribers to people. Like you can legally
Only Jerry
oblige.
Seinfeld, though.
Only
When
Jerry
I
Seinfeld,
die, Jerry Seinfeld is getting my unkoshered boy pussy.
though. Okay.
Oh,
No,
Cool.
not crochet. Crochet.
this was a
My
good
apologies.
podcast.
Crochet. Crochet. Okay.
See you
well,
next week.
Thanks for
I
watching,
was gonna
guys.
say, I'm pretty sure combining both meat and cheese is not kosher.
Yeah, pretty sure that's not a thing. So
Yeah.
it occurs to me we are now almost 6 minutes into the podcast and have yet to actually talk about the B movie.
Yeah,
so,
I'm having my withdrawals, so let's.
Yeah, I'm starting to get all of the shakes. I'm probably going to kill myself unless we start reading some of the lines of the B movie. So, do we have any? Does anyone want to volunteer, or should I read this episode as well?
oh, you
or-
should read it. You have a nice.
You think I
colossal
should read?
voice.
Okay, I'll do my worst colossal voice. So we're not using the same podcast script as last time. We're now using the joblo.com variant of the script. We were using script-o-mania last time, but we are now onto a more detailed version of the script that actually has stage directions and tells you who's speaking at any one time. So it's much more useful from a dialogue perspective and to actually understand what the director was thinking at certain points in the film. So
Hold on,
we'll
I'm just gonna go get breakfast. I'll be right back.
yeah, don't come back,
Oh,
Sky.
yeah,
Sky,
okay,
if
very
you could just not come back, Sky, that'd be fantastic.
You know
So-
he has wireless headsets. He can hear you. You know.
That's fantastic. Right.
Oh.
Scene 1. Interior Benson House day. Angle on, sneakers on the ground.
Wait, I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah,
Where is-
please.
where is the script?
Oh, have you not received the script?
No,
Okay,
I was just
it's-
dragged in here.
Okay,
I did
that's
send
fine.
it in podcast
Oh,
chat.
okay.
It-
You know what?
Yeah,
I got it.
it's in podcast chat, right
Very
above Exelemon HD's 5 sub special.
Nice.
Fun fact,
Oh.
that's actually in chat.
That's in the podcast chat.
Yeah,
But
it's in the podcast chat, yeah. All of the
PDF, fancy.
Oh yes, we were using HTML last time, but we've actually upgraded to PDF format
Okay, I'm
for
back.
this episode. Sky, hello. So we were just about to read the first scene of the film. Unfortunately, you sodded off about halfway through, so I have to do it again.
Okay.
You are honestly the hugest disappointment to me, all of the time. This is literally the
actually
reason your
went
mother and I
downstairs.
abandoned you at birth. This is the reason your mother and I abandoned you at birth, Sky. For reference. Okay, anyway. Cheerful, wacky, zappy podcast. Wacky, zappy. Right.
Wacky zappy.
Wacky, zappy
We should
podcast.
rename. We should rename.
We should rename podcast to Wacky Zappy. Okay,
No,
fantastic.
Wacky.
fuck that.
Wacky
We
Zappy.
are the B movie podcast. Stay on
Oh, of
fucking
course, of
topic.
course.
Jesus
Of course.
Christ. Alright, fine. Alright, jeez. Regressive mug.
Douche.
Right. Okay. Scene 1. Scene 1 of the B movie. Okay?
Wow, this is scene 1.
Okay.
Scene 1. Interior of the Benson house day. Angle on, sneakers on the ground. Camera pans up to reveal Barry Benson's bedroom. Angle on Barry's hand flipping through different sweaters in his closet. Yellow, black.
It's like we're there.
Yeah, it's like we're
Yeah.
actually in the world of Mr. Benson, really. I think this would be an opportune time to pause to actually consider the creative implications of these first few lines. Bung, what do you think? What do you think, Bung, about these first few
I
lines?
think he's referencing the great African-American poet Wiz Khalifa with
Oh,
yellow,
yeah,
black,
definitely.
yellow, black, yellow, black.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
all
yeah.
Absolutely.
black and yellow.
Oh, the repetition just insinuates the repetitious
Would you like to try that again in English, Hyojin?
Ching chong.
Yeah,
we're fucking- this is why I don't invite fucking gooks.
Oh my.
The
She's being
repetition of
overwhelmed.
yellow, black. Yellow, let me talk.
She's a bit overwhelmed by 2 adjectives.
The repetition of yellow, black, insinuating the constant life bees have, just the constant repetition of just their loop of a life is just it's, I don't know, fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
The
see?
mundane
Definite,
cycle.
very insightful.
Yeah.
Very
I can definitely
insightful.
see that.
Yeah.
We sort of haven't gotten to it yet, but I do like A couple of lines later, I believe he repeats yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, a total of 4 times. But
and
then
the black and yellow in the end, just it shows that Barry's different. He wants to break the cycle, dude.
He wants to break free, you know.
Clever foreshadowing this early in the film. We've only been given some establishing shots.
Definitely.
That's
fantastic character development. Absolutely.
Completely.
Like,
just a genius work of creative art, honestly.
never have I felt so attached to a character.
In the rough.
Absolutely. Just it's honestly just the most brilliant work of literature I've ever read.
So, something we should sort of briefly touch on, because we haven't up until this point.
Sure.
Even though Jerry Seinfeld, this is his love child, I can't help but feel that he was also the most perfect casting pick for the voice of Barry. Like, it just fits. Like, you picture Barry, you've got Jerry Seinfeld's voice, but yet it's written in such a way that you still have that distinction between the two people. And I use the word people very intentionally, because the way Barry is written is to show that he is a person. You can't discount him because maybe there's some speciation there. And that's once again playing into the themes of racism that we discussed in the last episode. I mean, all of that is very intentionally done. I mean, Seinfeld is a genius in his own right for each of those decisions, one on top of the other, and up until casting himself as the lead role. It's just incredible what was done.
And I heard that Jerry Seinfeld himself is actually 1/16th Bumblebee, so the bee community is not actually offended by his portrayal in this film.
That is true. I was concerned about that when I initially saw the film, because sort of taking that cultural appropriation mindset into mind and being considerate. We wouldn't want...
Bee lives matter.
Non-bee...
And I really feel like that's really pertinent right now because of all of the Bee Lives Matter controversy in Detroit. They just robbed another central bank. So I really think that at this exact moment...
Bee Lives Matter. You know, it's not their fault.
Oh no, absolutely. It's just if they would stop robbing banks. I think all insect lives matter. But bees have been.
Shut up! No.
What the fuck is wrong
it's
with
bee
you?
lives. Okay, listen. It's Bee Lives Matter.
All right. Well, fine.
I'm not
I think all insect lives matter.
saying bee lives matter. We aren't discounting the lives of other insects. We're not saying that arachnids don't have the right to life or that they don't matter in some way. We're just saying that we have to place emphasis
that bees have and not other.
Controversial opinion in the back.
Yeah, I don't wish to comment on my personal views of arachnids at this time. I'm
saying it right here and now. Arachnids are fucking lazy.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Arachnids are stealing all the jobs. They don't do anything, to be fair.
And they're claiming all of our benefits.
Let's move on.
They're stealing the hard-won benefits of bees in our community.
No,
I've had it up to here with arachnids coming into our country. They're taking our jobs. They're taking our benefits at the same time, which apparently isn't a contradiction in terms. They're stealing our jobs and our benefits, and we need to build a wall with the arachnid community.
You know what arachnid sounds like?
Web.
You know what arachnid sounds like?
It
sounds like
a
Iraqi.
giant web.
Iraqi.
Oh god.
We didn't go hard on the arachnid war.
Okay.
I don't want no fucking Arachnistani fucking taking my fucking job.
Oh my god.
Tommy C levels. Tommy C levels of laughter right now. Oh yeah, sure. No, go ahead.
This might be a spoiler for the B movie, but I'm pretty sure Barry himself makes a racist comment about spiders later on in the film.
Yeah, he makes, he talks about their appearance and their looks and how he's never going to date one. That is a bit, you see,
it's a bit racist. It's a bit
he falls in love with a human, but he doesn't fall in love with an arachnid, the closest to his kind, which is really,
It's
you know what?
Biologically questionable.
Double fucking standards, am I right? Like,
completely.
Come
on.
Like, I like how in that way... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, something we have to take into account is that scene is very much intentional. It's sort of something that the audience can sort of use to project themselves into Barry's shoes, because it's carefully crafted how Barry's story progresses, because we are viewing a bee, and that's not something that we as people ordinarily can identify with. I mean, we don't pollinate flowers, at least most of us don't. And
well, speak for yourself there, friendo, but carry on.
That's why I said most of us. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come off as insensitive. But
Are you misspeciesing me, sir?
Did you just assume my species?
Did you just assume my genetic family of animals,
Okay,
sir?
Riley, just fucking sprinkle your goddamn chip bag in the background there. You know, very professional.
Going off what Theodore Anthony just said. So
yeah, no, please do.
By having it relatable that he hates spiders, we hate spiders. It's like a reflection on society's prejudice. It's like that that German film, Er ist wieder da, the one where Hitler comes back.
Oh my god, I've watched that. That's actually
in the year 2015, and it makes you think, what if I vote for Hitler? I might actually vote for Hitler.
Yeah, it would be
Barry Benson is Hitler, essentially.
You know, I actually linked to that in the first episode. So I'm glad we're on the same page here. I'm glad we're on the same page. No,
there is a connection.
Hold on. Let's refer back to the first few lines, shall we?
Yeah, sure. Of the entire film, or just of this opening bit of the scene?
No. Just the cold opening bit. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
The 3 cards. Yes.
Sure. All animals of aviation. Yeah.
Where we were saying the bee, of course, flies anyway, irregardless of what humans think is impossible.
Sure.
I appropriated that to Hitler because, you know, a lot of people didn't think what he could do was very possible.
But he managed to perform the Holocaust anyway.
Yeah, that can be applied to literally anything.
Yeah, you can literally make that analogy for every single thing that
but
ever
specifically
happened.
the bee movie.
Specifically the bit. No, but that analogy, you could make that analogy for literally anything that's ever happened in human history.
No.
Yeah.
No, because
like
Barry B. Benson, Adolf
There's no
Hitler.
connection between Hitler
It's an
and
anagram.
No, I'm sorry. Sorry,
No.
no. Barry B. Benson is not an anagram for Adolf Hitler. Okay. And I can.
You don't care
close
what you
enough.
humans think is impossible.
It's really not right.
Yogen, I don't really think you're contributing that much.
Ooh, okay.
You're saying, coming from the person that compared Barry Benson, Jerry Seinfeld B movie,
No,
to
there was
fucking
more to
someone who
If
committed
you
massive
go-
genocide
no,
of
if
the
you-
Jewish race.
If
Okay,
you go
let's-
back to the
hold
first
on,
episode,
we're all
you
friends.
actually
No, I'm
watched
sorry, we're all
the
friends.
first
We're all
episode.
friends. Oh.
Yep.
If
Let's
you watched the first
diffuse
episode,
that.
you would
Oof.
know.
Pretty
You would
sure
know.
Let's try and take
Seinfeld
the
is
heat out of this.
Jewish. I'm just going to end the conspiracy theory. Pretty sure Seinfeld is Jewish.
Yeah,
that doesn't
true.
work.
Yeah.
No,
see,
yeah,
so
that would
that's-
explain
But
it.
So
it
why
can't
would
be
they
Hitler.
correlate a Jewish person with Hitler? You know?
Yeah.
Yogen, don't fucking test me.
Okay, Sky, I think your anger isn't really being conducive to an intellectual discussion about the B movie.
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
came
let's-
here to
let's
have a
bring it
nice.
back.
We just came here to have a
about
relaxing conversation.
You're right.
A relaxing
right.
conversation
Yeah.
about the thematic subject of the B movie. So if you're
The
not
third
willing to
Reich.
take the heat out of your, not necessarily. If you aren't able to take the heat out of your discussion, you can politely go to the Sad Men chat. It's the little chat underneath this one. And the people watching this podcast are not going to have any idea what I'm referring to. But that's okay.
Unless you join our Discord, which will be in the description.
Link in the description.
Link in the description.
Link in the wacky zappy description.
Wait a second. Off topic, but
Off topic.
why
Off
the
topic,
fuck
yeah.
is the Discord picture a picture of Will?
It's not Will, it's me.
You!
That's you.
You, the
What?
child wearing a suit.
Oh, wow, that's you.
I thought it
Yes,
was
it-
Will too.
Yeah, I thought it was erotic, yeah.
I thought it was erotic.
See, that's what I was saying. I am Heroic TV, but
Wait,
that's
what?
not No.
You are
okay,
heroic
that's off
TV.
topic.
You're
Jerry
heroic TV.
Seinfeld is Hitler.
Yeah, let's get back
Wait,
to
hang
the
on.
B
So,
movie.
no, hold on.
Georgian.
Time out again.
Georgian.
Sorry,
Get
hold on.
back to this B movie script. I just want to. Yeah.
Let me speak. Sky, you just said you were erotic TV. Does that mean I now have the
Stop
right to
trying
put
to-
featuring erotic TV in the
We were
title of
supposed
this
to
trying.
video?
talk about the B movie.
Stop
The
trying
T-movie.
to. No, Shurjin, you're one to talk because you're the one fucking derailing this operation.
Really? What? You're the one that started talking about Hitler and shit. You fuckwit.
Because it
Oh.
correlates.
Why are you doing this household
I understand how it correlates. It's a B.
There's a frame
Bloody
at
left
20 minutes
nuts
and
back.
13 seconds where,
Tolerate with Hitler.
where Barry B. Benson is saluting like Adolf Hitler.
Barry B.
He
Benson.
raised his arm
Okay,
for like
okay,
1
okay, no.
second, and you consider that a salute to Hitler.
Right. No, I'm sorry. I've had enough of this discussion, okay? Barry B. Benson is not the Chancellor of Germany from 1933
You agreed with
to
me last
1945.
episode.
Okay? No, I'm
Oh
sorry.
my.
No. Okay, no.
You agreed
no.
with him. You
Okay,
said
no.
that Barry B. Benson
No,
was Hitler
okay?
last episode.
No. Okay, granted, Hillary
two-faced
Clinton is
fuck.
probably Hillary Clinton is a different matter. Barry B. Benson, okay, is about
Barry
6
B.
inches
Benson
tall.
is not Hillary Clinton.
How have we got onto that? Okay, sure.
You just said it.
About,
didn't say
we've been
anything
talking
like that.
about Barry B. Benson being Hitler for like fucking 10 minutes. Change the subject.
But we can all
Yeah.
agree that Hillary Clinton is an anagram for Adolf Hitler. Now
Oh,
let's
yeah,
move
no,
on.
yeah. No, I can agree.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
true.
No, I can
for
agree
sure.
with that. Yeah,
Black,
no,
and
yeah,
yellow,
yeah.
black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Hey, you know what it is.
Cool. Okay, I'm glad
So,
we managed to.
okay.
I'm glad we managed to get over that little bump in the road
For
there,
sure.
guys. It's good that we're all on the same page now. So if you could all stop, if you could all stop coughing in the group chat, we'll move on to the next part of the script.
Riley, can you stop eating?
So
I'm
Barry
hungry.
looks at the
You can
black
eat
and yellow
after
sweater.
the podcast.
I am trying so hard to keep this household together.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is as relaxed as that Mama Max podcast.
Harrison, listen. Just continue with the podcast. Continue
Okay.
speaking. Just
You
go.
think I can? You think I can do it? You
Yeah,
think
yeah,
this
just
could
go.
be the
Go-
you
go
think this
ahead.
could be?
Go
You
ahead.
think this
Just-
could be the next hot wet
Just
soup?
Just read the script.
It's hot wet soup.
It's hard and
Oh, I'm done. I'm dead inside at this point. Okay.
Are you
okay.
comparing my podcast to Hot Wet Soup?
Yes.
How
Where were we?
fucking dare you?
Wait.
I
Sorry,
didn't
Sky.
even
Did you just
mention
say?
the B movie.
I'm sorry, Sky. Did you just
Hot
say
Wet
my
Soup
podcast?
is a
no,
fucking
Sky.
Sam.
Sky.
Excuse
Sky.
me.
No, excuse me. Can I get a response, Sky?
Hmm.
Did you just say my podcast?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
I'm
hold
sorry,
the
it's-
fucking phone
think-
there. Okay.
You think this is just about you, Sky?
I don't. I
Sky,
didn't say
what
that.
do you think? Who do you think you are?
I just.
Who do you think you are?
Podcast.
Walking onto my Discord
Guys,
server.
I came
Like
onto
you own
this
the place.
podcast for a nice, maybe 30-minute talk about, calm talk about the B movie. Just analyzing
You know what?
it,
If you
poking a
wanted
little
to calm talk
ironic
about the B
jokes at
movie,
each other.
you should go on the
if you
Social
let
Media
me
podcast.
speak, baby. You know what? Fuck you. This is the worst podcast I've ever been on.
Hyojin has just hung up.
Oh no, she left.
She
Good
actually,
riddance.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
Her slanty eyes were getting in the way.
She couldn't see the truth. You know what?
No.
The whole time I got this vibe from her that she probably
I don't think
hadn't
she's
seen
even
the B
seen the
movie.
film.
I think she was faking liking the B movie.
I think
I
so.
think she just saw Bug's Life and she was like, "Yeah, it's the same thing, isn't it?" She was
Yeah.
so wrong.
Oh, don't get me started on Bug's Life.
God. Like,
You know what?
she
It
watches
was a
5 minutes
knockoff.
of Cars and she thinks she understands the entire anthology, okay? It's not acceptable. You know, hardcore B-movie fans only, okay?
Exactly.
I don't even know where we are in the script at this point. Okay.
We were just finishing yellow, black, yellow,
Interior,
black.
the Benson house kitchen. Yeah.
Okay, right. Barry wearing the sweater he picked, looking in the mirror. And then he continues his discourse from the previous paragraph of this scene, saying, yeah, let's shake it up a little. Do we want to comment on that in particular? Or?
I believe that is a reference to the recent earthquakes in California.
Oh,
What?
okay. Maybe the verb shake, I can kind of see that, but
Hold
that's...
on. Vaughn,
Okay,
Vaughn,
no, I'm sorry,
I
hang
need
on.
to say this.
Wait. Yeah,
What-
sure.
what-
Anthony, go ahead.
I just need to interject here, okay? That's ridiculous, first of
Hmm.
all. The film came out years before that happened, okay? That's a problem. And secondly, it's clearly a reference to the fact that this is a subversive film, and its intention is to shake up the genre of animation in general. He's talking about how this film is going to shake everything up, and we're going to do something new and novel. It's sort of a fourth wall break, if you will. It's poking fun at the fact that what they're doing is not something that's been done before, both thematically and in tone and in execution. I said both.
Do you dare insinuate that this film peering into the future of reality is something that other animated films have already done?
No, it didn't peer into the future. Is my point. It did no such thing. That is physically impossible. Okay, it was not
Are you
referencing the
questioning
earthquakes.
Jerry Seinfeld? You're
Is
questioning
this a
Jerry
mockery?
Seinfeld.
This
Anthony,
is a mockery.
No, I'm sorry, Anthony. Yeah, he has a point. Are you questioning Joey? Are you questioning the big Seinfeldo cynical right now?
No,
I'm not.
No,
I think Seinfeld could fucking do that. I think he's fucking
Yeah.
a god fucking gift to fucking this world. But
I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that. Do not.
Jerry
get me
Seinfeld
wrong.
is an anagram for God.
So we're just
not
going to ignore the
dispute
fact that there is no G in Jerry Seinfeld, are we? Right, you know what?
Jerry G. Seinfeld.
No, I'm sorry. Okay, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have to interject here. Bung, your understanding of how anagrams work has been triggering me this entire time, and I have to air this because
Yeah,
I'm going to
it's
get
all
a
bung.
physical
It wasn't
tumor.
Skyfall saying
You know what?
10
It wasn't
minutes ago.
Skyfall. You know what? This entire
Saying
time.
Barry B. Benson
I
was
thought-
an anagram for Hitler.
First, I thought it was Sky trying to derail this beautiful familial structure.
No,
we've
I wouldn't
created.
dare.
And then I thought it was Hyojin with her Asian sensibilities. But you know what? I'm starting to see the truth now. It's been Bung and his subversive anagrams this entire time.
Yeah, he's
know
poking
what?
fun at us for appreciating the film. He's most likely never seen it, or at least
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
I don't think he's
Hey,
ever seen this this film in its entirety one time.
How
on, Bug.
dare I'm going on a Tommy C rant. How dare you insinuate? How dare you insinuate that? I'm an angry New Jersey man. How dare you insinuate that at all?
My headphones.
Sorry,
are falling
it's
off,
just
hang
that
on.
Hyojin is my caretaker, and then when she left, I've just been eating glue this whole time.
You should probably go and find her, Bung. We appreciate
that's
you
probably
joining
for-
us.
Thank you for
Thank you for joining us, Bung. But you know what? You're a sham, okay?
Yeah, to be honest, your entire career is a sham. To be honest, mate.
Oh, fair
Probably
enough.
only on the podcast to get a sub
I
boost.
mean,
Yeah.
I'm banning
Bung
Bung.
is an anagram for sham. So
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Goodbye.
Did you say
I just banned Bung.
you banned
Good.
Bung? Okay, sad.
Excellent.
Saddest man ever to exist. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for watching. This has been an absolute roaring success once again. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank Deodor, Anthony, and Skyfall for joining me today, and our two guests who
you.
are unfortunately
Yeah,
no
for
longer
sure.
with us because we're currently burying them in the Nevada desert. Yeah, I think that went really well, guys. Next week,
good work.
Next week, we'll be having our special guest, Ho Chi Minh, dictator of North Vietnam, and we'll be discussing the future of South Korean politics.